What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. And we're going to take a break from Mars today, and we are on the moon. Now, this is an addendum to a video I had done probably about a year ago. Maurice had put out, Maurice Van Veen, if you see anything on Facebook with the moon, you know about him. He's got all sorts of good stuff out. I'm going to put a link to that below. Links to everything will be below. I found two more pictures. Well, I was doing some searching, because this to me was also, I always want to find out the exact scale of this thing. And I was able to find it here on the LROC website. And I also found two more views of it as well. So here's the original Apollo one right here. All this will be linked up. The actual thing, I mean, it's amazing how small it is that we can even find these things in these pictures. But that's where you find this one. It's right over here in that little patch down there. If you get the, which actually if you look at it here, let me bring it up to where I have it here. This is how it looked. So all we could see was that right there. And you can see the long wall, which is definitely a straight wall. You can see that. And this thing right here, we really couldn't tell. And there was also a little piece right there as well. So much higher quality now from these newer ones. Look at this right here. Not only can you see it in much better quality, you can get the, let's see here. You can see that it's so intricate. Like I said, this is about a football field right here wide. It's just out in the middle of nowhere on the moon. It definitely, I mean, wait till you see some of this stuff. This is not by random accident. You can see a little circle in it. I mean, this has got like smokestacks or something. And if you just look at the shadowing of it too, it's pretty awkward. It's pretty interesting. There's little pieces on it. And you can see that it's definitely something sitting there. You can see the shadow. And this looks like a piece of wall. Let me see. I put this on it here a little bit earlier. And that's what I'm getting for it. That's what I'm seeing with my eyes. And I've gone through the different exposures and stuff like that, and I'll show you guys some of them here in a second. But what is this thing? Here, let me show you my. All right, here's my. All right, this is just for perspective here. This thing is just in the middle of nowhere. And here's the other one, which is a little bit darker, and the sun like this right here doesn't seem. We'll put it and look to the other one. The shadowing on this, the sun was definitely at a different angle. You could tell, you know, putting stuff down that way. So I'm figuring this back end is much taller than the front side here. It almost looks like a little stadium or something out in the middle of nowhere where people used to do stuff. Who knows what happened on our planet? What actually really happened in the past here? And we actually act like we know everything about it. We don't know jack. So, and what's also interesting about this whole piece here, it's a very bright white, craters just really close by. Um, and if you see this in between here, whatever is in between this, it's so bright. Remember, these are two different pictures. It's like whiting out the cameras during the exposures. I mean, look at that. It's pretty amazing how white they actually are, how bright that is. And there's also on this one right here, you can see there's also a little baby moon outpost right there that you can almost see on this one, but you can't really make more of it. It's right down here on this one. And see how much more pixel out it is. Now, of course, it looks better when I got up into Photoshop and we've enhanced it. Let me go back to the websites and show you the rest of these here. So basically, from this site, which is actually pretty cool. Let me show you guys how to do this real fast. From this site right here, you can check out what you actually made these by. You could hit the browser, or here was a get footprint info. How to do that? I clicked on it and it pretty much brought up these images. So I was able to, yeah, here we are. Now there's 4 images, but 2 really are. If you look at these 2 are the same and these 2 are the same, the right and left cameras. I guess that's what they are, right and left, but they're definitely the same. So you grab those 2 right from there, they link it right to it. When you click those links, it'll bring you guys up to here, or you just go to my description video and you'll see it. Now you can download, here's the TIFF that I downloaded, they're about 32 megabytes. This one here, same thing, do the TIFF. The other one, they're .images, so if you don't have special NASA software, it's going to be hard to find. And this one too, this is a pretty big file, so I got the large PNG, and that was, enough to see it. So, and this thing's pretty cool. This area right here, you can check. Let's just go ahead and we'll back out a little bit. To get this to come on like this, I had to check LROC, WAC, global, and also the this one right here, the overlay. Now, when you back up and see the whole moon, there's so much stuff in just really, really high resolution. So this is a really good tool for people who are searching for the anomalies. I'm going to link, this will be the top link out of these links for these LROCs. but see how it all overlays, and it's just taking up a lot of bandwidth now. But basically, all I did was you put into the center latitude. I was able to, here it is right here, the longitude, latitude, and was able to pull them up, and here we have it. So let's take another look at this thing right here. Now, let me put this back on. Look at the interest. Look how intricate that piece is right there. I mean, let me grab it like this and see if we can't just play with the exposure and stuff while you guys are on, just to see it go through the different grains of it. Put the gamma up. You can see how it's beveled up. I mean, it definitely looks like this seems to be a platform. This seems to be taller than the rest of it, or this piece over here is taller, one or the other. And that might be the case. Actually, you know what? I bet you that is the case. This is why the shadow is so different on the other side. Let's see what we can come up with here as we move through the band. And you can see down here, looks like a tower of some sort that's connected to right at the end of it. It looks like you can walk out, and there's these big building right here as part of it. Um, I'm pretty sure that we've got, I mean, this stuff just is in the middle of nowhere, but we've seen, we've got stuff built like this all over the earth, just random things that, as I sit here and go through the shades of it. Let me pull the gamma down. You can almost see it's got like like the moon shape to it here, and it comes up. Maybe I even missed that a little bit. Should have done that a little bit better. But you can see as you go, I like when you add that right there. A little bit with the offset down, oh, wrong way. And you've got these natural little craters. Now you guys might say, oh, those are just craters. That's just random stuff tossed there. I don't know. It's not just random stuff to me. You can see this shape. That's the shape I see right there. It's got as I move it around, it's got right here too on it. It's just like a little knockout circle. And it was really interesting. It has these little shoots coming off the side. I don't know what to say anything else other than that. See how they come here and there, and you can see that in the other pictures as well. And then we've got that little L-shaped piece, and I don't get much more than it. That's just that L shape. Let me try and do something. Let me just take out the offset. Here we go. As bright as we can. Yeah, even moving the exposure up and stuff isn't going to change. What's so dark behind there, we just can't tell what that is. It doesn't look like a pyramid. At first, from the original one, I said, oh, that looks like a pyramid, but nah, it doesn't to me anymore. And then this was the interesting thing to me, too. It's just, it looks like almost, you can see the shape of it there. It's got it into the building. Like I said, this is still, we're still pretty high up. Look at that. Get that out of the way. Pretty cool. It's amazing what we can do with modern technology. And you start getting your eyes start doing stuff if you look at these like we were looking at like the curiosity shots when they're straight on. I haven't done one of these satellite pictures in a while, especially from the moon, but that's definitely there, and it's out there in the middle of nowhere, and that's not doing anything for anybody. But let me hit that piece right here. Like I said, as you see, the back looks straight and it comes around. Here is interesting. It doesn't, this is just a general shape of it. After, who knows what kind of, who knows what's actually happened on the moon, but see, the shape does look pretty. If you cut it right down the middle, it looks pretty, equal on both sides. It looks pretty symmetric. Here we go. So what do you guys think? Comment below. It's definitely a far cry from what we had before. And what we had before to me looked awesome. And you can see how this one's just got, you can see that real tall back. So the back piece of it seems like it's the taller of the two. Now this is where the shadow is kind of throwing me off here. Let's see the difference between these two. Let me just pull this off. I've got like 7 monitors here. Alright. Okay. And there. So, okay, the shadow just totally darkened out on this. So the sun looks to be coming from this way, but it brightens up the front here. It puts it off to the back. Same here, it's kind of illuminating the front and going that way. Facing each other is this side right here. But on this one, where the sun's catching it facing this way, it's dark there. You don't really see this as much. It gets kind of blurred out, the little spiral piece of it. And of course over here it's kind of interesting too. The shadow looks like to be going the other way. Let me try something real quick now. I'll let you guys go. I said I don't know. I just love having definitely having this higher quality is much better than not. Let me just paste this on here. It's probably gonna be totally different thing. Let's do transform, Control T, make it the same size. I should have done proportions there, but for what we're doing here, we won't need it. It needs to be flipped too. Don't apply. Alright, hold on. Image, adjustments. This thing needs to be like flipped over to get that to work right. Okay, flip horizontal. That'll work. Alright. That looks better. There we go. Just bear with me as we go through this. I thought I had most of the things done I want to do. But it's not too bad to let you guys watch this stuff sometimes. A lot of times I never used to do. I get stuff prepared now, where I used to not do that. I used to just be more like on the go type guy when it came to these, and then it just got to be where I need so many different layers and want to show so much different stuff with all these Mars pictures that it just became. All right, I have it all done and ready for the video, so you guys have to watch. But it's not too bad to watch sometimes, right? That's about right. So it lines up perfectly. I just wondered if the shadow had torn something off. So it's there. It's in the middle of nowhere. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comment below. Visit Maurice's site out there. Check his stuff out. What's up in the sky.com. All the videos. We got a lot of stuff going on there. I'm gonna be doing a major overhaul in the next like 3 weeks. So if things start changing and stuff, don't worry. Come back. I'm gonna be sending stuff to the members. If you haven't joined, go join the site now. Peace.